is, I thank you for giving me this opportunity to tell you about this church. May God continue to bless you all. Amen. So I will read quickly because we are so much in hurry of time. There was a day I slept and dreamed. In the dream, I saw a church. A man, my father said I should stand up. I saw a church, a man, and one familiar face. And I saw the central choir based in America, which is Sake. I saw that I was in the choir with one of our sisters, Zion. The man I saw said he forgot something and would like to go and bring it. That is a man that I saw with his wife in the altar. And Sake was with us in the choir with Zion. So the man said, he's going. Then Sake said, I will take you. And they left. And before they left, Sake said, I want you to go by the door and start to welcome people in. So I went by the door. Then I saw two women. They are coming. And they said, and I greeted them. Then I called beside, take their bag, take them to the choir. So the woman said, wow, we have not seen the love like this. It's just like during the Oshofa time. So I wake up. Then I called Sake from the US. I said, I saw you on my dream. And Sake said, no one has ever dreamed about me. That's ABIODUN. He said, okay. And I don't even know the interpretation of the dream. But I will tell my wife, she's a prophet, which is at Roke. And they all called me. And they said, well, the only advice I'm going to tell you, God is going to use you, but let God take control. The Lord is still going to reveal more things to you. Yeah. But be careful in Celestia. So then one of my sisters that was just came from US, she was in Quebec. She came, Esther, and I told her, he said, Mom, don't worry. You are going somewhere, and God is going to show you something there. When you get there, be careful. I said, okay. So, subsequently, there was an upcoming convention in the United States of America in 2019. After buying my ticket to attend the convention, I dreamed again, and I saw that all upcoming the convention, they showed me the convention. At the convention, I saw some people standing, and I was standing with them. We are all talking. After that, I wake up. I spoke. When I wake up, I spoke with Esther again, once again, and narrated the dream to her. She advised me that when you go to that main convention, make sure you are not distracted. Just look and see what God wants to show you. I said, okay. Then we're supposed to go with some members that we work together here in Canada. But all of them said one way or the other, they are working, that they were unable to go with me. But when I come back, I should feed them. I said, okay. So I went to the convention 2019 US, because we also Americans, we worship at Far Rockaway. So my parish was coming there too. But I didn't register as US, I registered as Canada. So I was there alone. So when I got there, immediately I got there, my phone just went. Esther just called me. He said, God said, don't be distracted. I said, okay. So when I got there, I said, wow, I have to go and work. Because from my youth in Celestia, I don't have grace to sing down anyway. I have to be in the choir. Either I know how to sing, either I don't know how to sing. You just have to be there. So straight away, I went there. Those people that I know, they abandoned me. They're supposed to take me, but they don't have time because they are so busy. I say, why? Maybe that's how God. So I was alone. When it is time to sing, I went there. I joined them. I sing. Everybody was friendly. Immediately he told them, you are from Central Choir, you are welcome. So I seated. So after singing, I will go back to my table. I was sitting down alone. Then where I was seated, I just saw that some people joining me on that table. But I didn't say anything. When it is time to rope again, I will go back. So on that day, something happened. The second day of the convention, they called women to come and give a speech. And that spirit said, just get out, go and speak. So I went out. I took the microphone. I told them I'm from Canada, but I was raised in Celestial Church, which is the largest church in Lagos State. We built our church during the Baba Oropo, who is our shepherd, and Betibemo. So I told them, I said, from where I came, they taught us how to walk in the Celestial. And I was in choir since I was primary school, primary 5. So in Celestial, you can't push me around. There's nothing I don't know, unless I don't want to talk. So I told them, I said, the most problem that we have in Celestia, the women, they were used to bring men down. So all our shepherds, they have to be careful. I told them in that convention. I said, when you are in Celestia, that you don't know, you don't have any spirit, then there's a problem. If you are not a prophet, you have to be a visionary. If you are not a visionary, you have to, there's no how you will get one gift. So after I spoke, so I went back. I said, let me go and use the washroom. So on my way coming from the washroom, I saw Mrs. On my way back from the bathroom, I met with the wife of the HOD, Mrs. Olorushola. And I told them, I said, Ma, we need help in Canada. We need a church that we can raise our kids, because I love teaching children in the choir. That is the gift that God gave me. She said, oh, okay, go and meet HOD. So I went, I met the HOD. And the woman told me, that's a good speech. God will continue to use you. So I went to meet the husband. So the man said, oh, I can't say anything now. I told them and I warned them. So he responded that after the convention, come and see me. I said, okay. So I went back to sit down. Then while I was sitting, one of the women that sits on my right side engaged in conversation with me, advised me that she's going to introduce me to her husband, which is Babaro, our father, the shepherd of Minnesota. So on the last day of the convention, the woman introduced me to Babaro. The woman told me that my husband was in Canada before she moved to US. I said, okay. So that is how I met Babaro. And Babaro said he's coming to Canada in 2 weeks' time. That is a Canadian too. I said, wow. So that is how the journey. And in 2 weeks' time, Babaro arrived in Canada. So I called one of my sisters, very close, Binkalau. I called her, I said, wow, I met Babaro, so they have to go and sing. So we went and see Babaro. Babaro said, okay, go and call many people, I will help you guys. So that is how we started Celestial God Divine, that time, Convener Parish. So when we are about to get the registration, there's up and down. On getting there, you cannot get registration because they have blocked it. Even though you get registration from Nigeria, you can't. You have to get a proper letter from the HOD. So the former HOD. Yeah, former HOD. So luckily, the Babaro now called him, no response. Then he called Lawal. Something happened, So after those drama, then Then the pastor now sent someone. He sent one of his brother to come to Canada and have meeting with all the shepherds and ask that HOD to write a letter so that they can go and get the registration of that church. So after debate, even during that meeting, there are some people, yeah, but I'm not going to say anything about that. I will just brush that. But the most important, the former HOD signed the letter and gave it to Babaro the second day because he asked him to come back in the second day. So we got the letter, we went and registered, so, and we got the approval. So after the approval, in that meeting, some people said they give them 3 months. They are going to scatter. That this church is not going to hold. And I laugh. I laugh. I said, wow. Well, if it is God,
they should stand.
He will stand. Because God showed the church and it's already built. And He has already furnished. So that's how we got the listen. And we started looking for church, driving everywhere. We couldn't. And along the line, all those people that joined, they started fighting each other. And all of them was going one by one. Then I said, Father, if it is true that you have been using me since I was born, show your glory. So I was with Babaro. Then Lord showed me another dream. So don't worry. That I will bring someone. I saw that we have a church, we are doing Thanksgiving, and another person was taking the offering. Then I saw the former choir master was coming in. Shey. So I said, wow. I told Babaro, I said, sir, I saw a dream that someone came and he was the one that taking the thanks offering. And it's not from here. So Babaro said, well, let the will of God be done. So luckily, they just come. A friend of mine, we grew up in Ekwe. We are all in the choir, Metibemu family. So Metibemu family, and that's our shepherd's sons. So luckily, he told me that, please, my boss is coming to do award. That, where's your church? I said, the church that they said we cannot see it. Anyway, let me tell my shepherd. So I told Babaro. So Babaro organized. So that is why Shepherd Ebenezer came in. So when he came in, I said, wow, I don't want to go to any church because God said, don't put your head in anywhere. Femi said, no, you have to go because my shepherd is coming. I said, okay. And I went. So we did the award. During the award, there's some conversation going on. And Ebenezer had that conversation. So he said, what happened? That I heard that some people say, oh, they don't know, because one of our members, which is Evangelist William, he worked very hard with me to look for church. So he was awarded. So he called, and then Shepherd Ebenezer said, what happened? And I told him everything. He said, okay, I will call Babaro. Whoever said you are not going to see that church, I give you 6 months, you will find that church. So he called Babaro. Then Babaro said, my son called me. He has visited me before in US. Let him continue. So that is how it started with us. He said, one, you guys are doing evening service instead of worship on Sunday morning, that we have to follow the rules accordingly. So he started doing Zoom. He changed it to Zoom. Then later during the Zoom, they said, no, they have worked on that church. They have to change. The covenant is with you. It's not with anybody. So change the name of the church. So we did it. And luckily, we want to do, he said it's coming to do the revival. And within That 6 months, we find this place.
Hallelujah.
So he came in, he did the revival, did everything. And when he's leaving, he said, if you and your children worship here within 3 months, that you never miss anything, God is going to do something. So during that time, I was here alone with my children, with Toby, with Chola. We are just doing. Then my shepherd's son came in one day. He said, wow, I never see this kind of faith. You alone with your children. I said, in Celestia, when God says something, He's going to fulfill it. So don't worry. So I continue singing, doing everything. To God be the glory.
Yeah.
When it is 3 months, Shepherd called me. He said, I'm sending someone to join you with his family. And that is how Dr. Uche came in with his wife. And that is how we continue to serve God. So all what I know in Celestia is that when God said something, He's going to fulfill it. So, and here in Celestia God Divine, it doesn't mean either you come here, we worship, either you, it's not about money. God has already built this church.
Hallelujah.